Shalom. This is the brother Mayam coming at you from GMSTAMPABAY. First and foremost, I want to give all the praises and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rachapadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles of the great millstone. Much blessing and salutation to the Akim around the four corners of the earth who are diligently pushing out this truth. So I just want to do a quick video, really more or less of an exhortation of brothers to prepare for things to come. Alright, as Apostle Tahar deemed this year the year of prophecy. Alright, and it's no coincidence that you have a blood moon, the longest blood moon, coming here in this week. You have, which is a lunar eclipse. You also had last year, what is known as a this page will load up, Salakia, a solar eclipse. Alright, this happened as well last year, which is one of the ones that actually came across America for the first time in a long time. And now you're having, like I just said, the longest lunar eclipse or blood moon that has happened in a very long time. Now it's saying that, you know, this is just a sign of things to come. Alright, this being the year of prophecy, we know that this year, you know, a lot of things have been happening so far this year. It's a lot. But let me get real quick here in Genesis chapter 1 and verse 14. Alright. This is Genesis chapter 1 and verse 14. It says, "And the Most High said, Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night." So obviously that's talking about the sun and the moon. Okay, to divide the day and the night, because when the sun is out, you know that is day. When the moon is out, you know that is night. And it says, "And let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years." Okay, and of course we know that when we can use the sun to know what type of year, what season of the year we're in, because we know that if the sun is tilted further north, we know that it's well, if you're in the northern hemisphere, if the sun is tilted further north, you know that you're in the springtime. If the sun is directly in the middle, you know that it's summertime. If the sun is tilted further south, you know that it's winter time. Okay, and as well for what does it say there? For days and years. Okay, so you know that, you know the time of day. Okay, and it says also there, "Then be for signs." Okay, and it's no coincidence that these the sun and the moon have been doing what they've been doing recently, and a lot of prophecies have been fulfilled. So like I said, this is going to be the longest, I believe it's almost 2 hours long, of a lunar eclipse that's coming up. It's going to be roughly around 1 hour and like 1.7 hours, something around there. So close to, it's going to be like 103 minutes, which comes down to like 1.7 hours, so close to 2 hours. But you know, the sun and the moon were created for signs, you know, and like it says, for seasons and for days and years. All right. So it's no coincidence that all these blood moons have been happening. Is all these sun eclipses have been, solar eclipses have been happening. All right, the Most High gave us those for signs. All right, and only the men of the Lord, the elect, are going to be able to distinguish those. All right, we're going to be the only ones that can see that the pending destruction coming through the signs that the Most High has given us. Okay, and the sun and the moon being one of those. All right, now real quick, I want to get another precept. Alright, this is the Joel chapter 2 and verse 31. It says, well, I'll start at 30. It says, "And I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness." And that's what we had last year, man. Well, really, you've had that throughout the years, especially here in the last few years. You've had a couple solar eclipses, not just the one that just crossed across America, which symbolized, you know, marking that, you know, coming across America. You know, that was a big symbolic thing for that solar eclipse to go across America, because that was the first time in a very long time, which we believe that to be a sign on the destruction that's coming here in America. All right, but it says the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood. And here it is. You got the lunar eclipse coming up, and this is going to be the longest lunar eclipse of for a very long time that it's happened. And the lunar eclipse, what happens with the moon is that the moon turns into a reddish color, and what they call that is a blood moon. So here it is in the scripture. It says, and the moon into blood. It says, now let's continue. Before the great and the terrible day of Yahweh will come. So all these things are going to be happening. The sun being darkened, which was that solar eclipse that we had last year. The moon being turned into blood, which is the blood moon, which we had, I believe we had 4 last year, and then this year we've had, I think, maybe 2. We had the wolf moon, and we also had this lunar eclipse that's coming up as well. All right, so these are all signs of the day of the Lord, man. All right, and it says before the great and the terrible day of the Lord, because it's going to be terrible for a lot of you people, man. All right, the day that the Lord returns, man, it's going to be very terrible for you people. You people are going to be getting slaughtered out in the streets, like pigs at a slaughterhouse. All right, and this is all these things with the moon and the sun. All right, those are just signs for the men of the Lord, the elect, to be able to see, to know that we are in those very times, man, before the Lord returns. Okay, let me get a couple more precepts here. So lucky if I'm moving a little quick. I don't want to make this video too long. But this is Luke chapter 21 and verse 25. And this is Yahweh Shai speaking. As you can see, it's in the red letter. Okay, this is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And it says, and there shall be signs in the moon, and and there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves soaring. All right, so let's just break that down. It says, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon. And again, we have solar eclipses and we have lunar eclipses, and we've had a lot of those recently. And it's no coincidence that the Lord Yahweh Shai spoke of this. Okay? And it says what? And in the stars, we had I believe a couple comets come by through last year. I can't remember the names of it, but those were comets that were coming by. And it says, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations. And look what you have happen around the 4 corners of the earth, man. You have distress of nations. You got riots happening in all these other nations, economies collapsing, wildfires, people all in all types of sorts of distress, and especially here in America. Okay, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. All right, and it goes on to continue, but brothers can read more. But the point being is there shall be signs in the sun and the moon, man. Because why? The sun and the moon were created for signs. Okay, they were signs for what? Signs of the times, man. And we're in the time that the Lord is about to return, man. We're in the time of the year of prophecy, man. And it's no coincidence that the sun and the moon are popping up with signs, man. You niggas need to wake the fuck up, man. I know the elect is seeing what's happening. I ain't worried about the elect. I know the elect the elect is on point, man. The men of the Lord are on point. But you niggas, you spicks, you tontos out there, man, you 2 fucking thirds, you niggas need to wake the fuck up to what's actually fucking happening on the earth, man. The Most High is giving us signs, man. Read the fucking scriptures, man. Read the word, man. You niggas are going to be in for a rude motherfucking awakening, man. Alright? Let me get this one last precept. This is the book of Acts, chapter 2, and verse 20. It says, well, I'm going to start at verse 19. It says, and I will show wonders in heaven above, and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before that great and notable day of the Lord come. Okay? So, before the Lord comes, man, the Lord gave us signs, man. And the scriptures say, measure thou the time diligently, in itself, man. And guess what? The men of the Lord, the elect, we're measuring the time diligently in itself. How? Through the signs that the Most High gave us, man. The Most High gave us the scriptures. We know that when there's nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, rumors of wars happening, earthquakes in diverse places, signs in the sun and in the moon. We know that we're in that time, man, that the Lord is about to come back, man. And it ain't no time to be playing no motherfucking games, man. So you niggas out there who playing games, man, you men that are calling yourself men of the Lord that are playing fucking games, hey, y'all better get right, man, because the Most High is getting ready to crack them skies. And what the fuck are you gonna do when the Most High returns and he catches you doing some bullshit, man? You niggas are gonna get put to death, man, and then you gonna have to come back in the kingdom in your right state of mind with that everlasting shame, man. All right. So the men of the Lord, regardless, we're gonna get up on these signs, man. We're gonna get up on these signs because we see the scriptures, man. We understand the scriptures and we have that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Lord willing, man. Lord willing, I'm a part of that number, man. Lord willing, you brothers that are sincere, man. Lord willing, you brothers are a part of that number, man. All right. The Apostle Gabar always talks about being seers, man. Hey, you got to be able to see the sun. You got to be able to see these signs, man, and see what's coming, man. Not just be able to see the prophecies and see the things play out in your mind. You got to be able to see the signs that are coming, man. The times that we're living in, man. That's what encompasses being a prophet, man. All right, of being a man of the Lord. All right, being a prophet, you being a prophet, you're speaking about things that are to come, man. To be able to talk about things that are to come without even seeing them, man, that means you have to see them in your own mind, in your heart, man. And you're only going to get that if the Most High is dealing with you and he gives you the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the times that you were living in, man. All right, and the Most High, I read in Genesis, man, the sun and the moon were created for signs, man. And guess what? The Most High told us through the scriptures that signs in the moons and in the sun were going to be happening before that great and notable day, man. So what the fuck are you niggas doing out there, man? What the fuck are you niggas doing out there, man? Tighten up, man. Tighten up, man. Because the great and terrible day of the Lord is coming. Is coming. It's coming, man. All right, and only the elect and the 1/3 are gonna make it through this, man. The rest of you niggas are gonna perish because you didn't want to take heed. You guys wanted to be hypocrites, man. You can discern, like Yahweh Shai said, you can discern the time of the day. You can discern that it's gonna rain, but you can't discern the times that we're living in, man. You motherfuckers are done for, man. All right. But with that, Lord willing, you brothers were edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. Hey, man, we getting close, man. You know, just brothers continue to push, continue to stay in the scriptures, man. Continue to look for the signs that the Most High told us that that the end times were here, and hey, we're here, man. We're here. For those that have the eyes to see and the ears to hear, man, we're here, man. All right. And with that, call Allah Yahweh Shai, and until next time, I say Shalom.